Greetings. This is Scholar Saunders Singh. What's current? Keefe D arrested. First, I think, complete arrest in relation to the Tupac Shakur shooting in 1996. So that's 27 years ago, and this is the first inkling of an arrest present from the shooting, the murder of Tupac Shakur. Now his home was raided in July in 2000, and just this past July, and the authorities found shell casings and things of that nature. I think 40 caliber, and they didn't find much else. This time, when he was arrested, they searched his residence. They found a Pokeball disk drive, a purple Toshiba laptop, multiple thumb drives and things of that nature. So they weren't going for weaponry this time. They weren't going for an arsenal. They were going for information. They're going for technology. They're going for what would be said or stated or written on these various objects, these various instruments of data. So, what does Keefe D know about Tupac's last moments? What does he know? Now he's like pump faked and Vlad TV. Oh, we got Baja Jackson on the check-in. I salute him, Baja Jackson. Salute. Respect the peace. So, what does Keefe D know about Tupac's last moments on Earth in this life? What some of his last moments? What does he have that he can prove his innocence if he is in fact not guilty? This is just an arrest. They may have charges on him, but they can be dropped. This doesn't mean too much. This doesn't say that, oh, we got him. It's not a got him kind of situation. It's just, we're looking for information. We tied you to it. You've been pump faking on Vlad TV and a memoir. So who are you? What are you doing? Who are you, and what are you doing with this case? What information do you have? I read that he had ties with Puff Daddy, Diddy, Sean Combs, allegedly give him $1 million on Tupac's head to have him cleaned out. Now, he has admitted to being a part of the white Cadillac that drove up to the green BMW that fired at Tupac Shakur and Suge Knight. Now, he said that he is the only one remaining of the people that rolled up in that Cadillac. So it just goes to show you how he's really kind of like teeter-tottering over, not saying that he actually did it. He's not saying that he didn't do it. He can't confirm nor deny the fact that he may have killed Tupac Shakur. That it is in his own self-interest to say that he did not, of course, because that would mean he have a few more years to live. He was diagnosed with cancer, but he apparently and allegedly beat it, and he was able to recover from it. Salute to Baja Jackson. He just did a cash app. Most of you broke people that can't pay me, Baja Jackson paid me. I respect that man's dollar. The new goal is $70. Respect to this man. Oh yeah, dude, $10, $20. That's it. I'm not hitting you up for too much. And if you want to be part of the 50 club, where you get $50 a month, feel free. I already have one person that has given $50 in a month. That's Spirit McCoy. And let me tell you about Spirit McCoy. He has a site that has Earth, Wind, and Fire, Daz, Rolls Royce, the Barge, all these classic R&B, soul, smooth jazz groups. You have to check them out on YouTube. Spirit Smooth Tunes on YouTube. Make sure you check them out. All right. And Baja Jackson, if you have anything to promote, please let me know. I will definitely put it on the show. Definitely promote you, sir. Thank you very much. Appreciate your dollar. That's all I'm asking. You gave me $10. You can give $10 and $20 too. I got a YouTube. Well, hey, let me know. Put it in. Put it in. Put it in, and I'll talk about it because you can't see the live chat on the rebroadcast. So put it in, Baja Jackson, and I'll talk about it on the actual air. I'll talk about it live, and then it'll be in the rebroadcast. Just let me know, Baja Jackson. You definitely get front row seats. You put down dollars. You put in you get double figures. Most people do. Oh, I do $1. I do $5. I respect the $5, but $1, come on, you can do way better than that. So, getting back to the topic at hand, Keefe D. He's kind of like that one person that's jumping into the double Dutch rope. He's like jumping and getting ready and getting into it. Like that's what he seems like to me. Like, okay, he's really going crazy now. He's going crazy. Baja Jackson, you still have to tell me what your YouTube channel is so I can know because he just did something special. We're down to today's goal is $55. Today's goal is $55 because of Baja Jackson. Y'all better be thanking y'all lucky stars. Whoever comes through here, if you're seeing this in rebroadcast and you want to catch me on Chelsea, wrong Jack. Oh, see, y'all done confused me. I just saw Jackson. I was like, okay, Jackson went crazy. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, hold on. This is good. Y'all messing me up. Y'all messing me up with money. Hold on. I got Baja Jackson and I got Jackson. Okay, let me clarify. We have a female. Her name is Chelsea with her glasses on. She pays good money. She paid $15. Baja Jackson paid $10. So it's down to what are we down to? He did 10. That's 70. 70 minus 15 is 50. Okay. So it was Chelsea with her glasses on. There's two Jacksons in the room giving me money, so I appreciate that. They're just confusing me. So I have to give respect to I have to get Noodle Man, whoever Noodle Man. I hope you got money. You're just free roading and coasting along with the people that do have cash. So I have to respect to Baja Jackson, a male, a totally separate person, and Chelsea with her glasses on, Jackson. So that's how it is. That's why I have to give proper respect to because I got confused with I just saw Jackson with the dollar amount and I didn't even see the other one. So I appreciate both of you. Thank you very much. I appreciate the both of you. Y'all have definitely checked out. Excuse me. Today's goal is 65. I can't do math, y'all. I can't do math. We got Noodle Man. We got 707 say it backwards. Keefe D was in Compton with Art of Dialogue for 5 minutes at 6 a.m. when Keefe went out of there real quick. Okay, where are you getting? Let me know where you're getting this information from. Let me understand. I got the Jacksons all confused me, got the math all wrong. I got people coming in. I got 6 people in here. It's popping right now, according to me. I usually have 0 to 1 people popping in the machine, but people like Baja Jackson and Chelsea with her glasses on, who goes by Jackson, and her yeah, exactly. Put the likes up. Put the likes up. That's right. Thank you, Chelsea. But yeah, so I had to readjust myself, make sure I had the right Jacksons. This was a year. Okay, 707 saying backwards says this was a year ago when Keefe went to Compton College and then Art told Reggie the story. Please give me your information. Give me your details. Give me your data. Give me your evidence. Give me your proof. I need that. Thank you, 707 saying backwards. This is credible information, but I need proof. I can't just go up on the mic and say, hoo ha wah ha ha wah woo woo woo. I can't just say nonsense. I have to I got to be on point with mine. There's too much competition. There are literally millions, if not billions, of people on YouTube right now, and I'm just a dinghy in the water, and people got yachts making $50 million a year and everything like that. I'm nowhere near that. I don't even want that because that's definitely taxes, and I pay no taxes, and I'm proud of that fact because I served in the United States Marine Corps. I get a compensation every month, and I just got it yesterday, and it kicked in the Social Security for today, so I'm very appreciative of those facts. So back to the lecture at hand. Keefe D, what are you doing? They weren't looking for weaponry. They weren't looking for the shell casings. They weren't looking for the hardware. They were looking for your deskware. They were looking for your hard drives. That's what they were looking for. That's what they arrested you on. That's what they recovered. So what are you doing? What is Keefe D doing, saying all this stuff in memoirs and different publications and on Vlad TV and everything like that? What are you doing? Are you kind of like saying, I kind of to the side a little bit? You're kind of like dry snitching on yourself. What's going on? I don't understand where you are and where your head is. Where's your mind? And all of this, what is going on? And what are you thinking? What is happening in your life? Is it because you had the cancer? Did the cancer come back and you said, "Man, I got to clear this out of my consciousness. I got to clear this out of my conscience. I can't go to the grave. I can't go to the pearly gates. Can't go to the pearly gates without telling the truth. Because if I don't do that, I'll go to hell. I'll go in the flaming blazing, or even the lowest level of hell, which is the ice and snow and frozen. If you haven't noticed that from Dante's Inferno. But yeah. So where are we with this arrest? What is happening with this arrest? Like I said, he got the They took the Pokeball. They took the Pokeball, y'all. He had that on Smash. He had different he had different ideas according to what it meant to be a real gangster. He was wrong with the Crips, as I understand. This isn't exactly what I was looking for. I'm looking for damn. Okay, so Associated Press. This is according to the Associated Press. Duane Keefe D. Davis was arrested on Friday morning, although it's unclear what charges he is facing. They're not even sure what charges. They're not. The news outlets don't even know what he's charged with yet. They're not even sure. They're not sure if it's murder or if it's a traffic ticket. They don't know what. They're still trying to piece it together, but they took all the two iPhones, I think it was, and then the laptop and the hard drive. They're looking for intel, looking for information. They couldn't get him on the shell casings, which is interesting anyway, from 2020 July 2023, which was weird because I mean, wouldn't he have some different shell casings? Why would he have shell casings living around that's the exact same shell casings that murdered Tupac Shakur? Why would that even? What's this? Make that make sense? Somebody make that make sense for me. What idea does that have for anybody with at least a shred of good sense? His full name is Duane Davis, but everybody calls him Keefe D. Okay, I'm gonna have to go to Google, and then because this is they had here's some from the article from Hot New Hip Hop. Quote, well, the story I heard that was portrayed in the murder rap movie or whatever, it was Greg Cady and now accounts that supposedly Keefe D gave Diddy's former bodyguard Gene Deal expressed to the Art of Dialogue in the Tupac case in a recent interview, calling cap on Keith's denials. If you've ever been in an interrogation room, he says, there's a quote, or anything that has to do with some law enforcement, right? Before they get to the videotape, before they get to the camera, it's already written down that you're going to say. They're going to tell you what they need for you to say and how they need for you to think and what you need to do to get out the situation. Close quote. All right, so I mean that's goofy. It's just goofy. I got 7 people in here. I need people to give at least $10, $20. Accepting 10. I'm giving you all this raw report. Rick James, you better be like the Jackson and Chelsea with her glasses on. I know. See that she confused me because I haven't seen her in a while, and then I see Jackson pop up on my Cash App, and I'm like, okay. Baja Jackson gave more money, but it was that in fact her. It was actually her. It's the full. It's definitely popping today because the title. That's what it is. It's YouTube's title. It's the algorithm. I put in the right words. I guess I don't know. Sometimes it's a crapshoot. Sometimes some days I get 20, 50, $60. Other days I get 0. So I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody chipping in. You can just give $20 to support this machine. Yes, Tupac is a hot topic, definitely. After 27 years, this is just coincidence. This isn't God led me to it or anything like that. I was just watching. All eyes on me. It's just like Notorious. Basically, it's a cradle to the grave story. It's about Tupac's life and all his travails and triumphs. And like Aaron Sorkin, the great screenwriter and director, says, hits the greatest hits of a person's life. That's what's doing. So I'm still watching. I'm just gonna watch it with different eyes now, with Keefe D being arrested, and they're still not sure why. There's not. They just arrested him. The news outlets don't know yet. I'm still looking. I'm still trying to find the information. I just had it. And gone it. I'm looking for all the information so I get it all correct. I'm almost there. Let me see if I can find it. Still looking. Don't worry. I'm almost there. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This was back in July. This is when they found they found desktops, other electronic storage devices, including 2 thumb drives, CDs, external hard drives, and audio recordings. The warrant reportedly uncovered a Pokeball USB drive, black iPhone, 2 iPads, and a purple Toshiba laptop, among others. Close quote. That's from AllHipHop. That was the search warrant from July, so I had to correct myself. I was moving too fast. So this is a totally different situation with him being arrested now. And there's a quote from the All Hip Hop's site as well. In a 2018 episode of BT's Death Row Chronicles, he asserted he knew who killed Shakur. He later wrote about it in his 2019 memoir, Compton Street Legend. Okay, so he's just going back and forth. It's wild because no news outlets that even the AP, the premier news source in the world, they don't even have a clue why he was arrested in relation to Tupac. It says man tied to suspected gunman in 1996 killing of rapper Tupac Shakur indicted on murder charge. One of the last, this is from the quote from the site. A Nevada grand jury indicted Duane Keefe D. They spelled it wrong. Davis in the killing. Prosecutors announced in court Friday. Chief Deputy District Attorney Mark D. Giacomo said a grand jury had been seated in the case for several months. De Giacomo described Davis as the on-ground, on-site commander who ordered the death of Shakur. So I didn't even see that before. This is updated. This is definitely updated. Yeah. What time is it? 2:20. This is updated 5 minutes ago. This is 5 minutes ago. It's crazy. All right. The charges were revealed hours after. So what are the charges? I don't even. You're charged with murder with the use of a deadly weapon. That's the charge. Murder with the use of a deadly weapon. That's the main charge. That's the hook. That's what got him on the hook. He's 60 years old, and he's while on a walk near his home. They took to understand what was in those the CDs and the thumb drives. They were able to take that information and get substantial ground on him. So Rick James is going on a tear right now. The best thing about Tupac is his career. I don't think he did it. We all know Biggie did it and then got killed for it later. Not buying Jeffy did it. Innocent until proven guilty. That's a fact. Oh my gosh, I have double-digit viewership. Oh my, this is amazing right now. There's 10 people following me. This is great. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm looking for 10 and 20 donations. I already got $10 and $15. The today's goal is currently at $65, down from $80 because of Baja Jackson and Chelsea with her glasses on. Just to make it clear. Just want to make it clear. Okay. Now it's back to 7. So 3 people just dropped off like that. That's how fast this thing goes. Like that. It's like that. But you see 14 on my end. Oh well, hey, I see 7. I don't know. Yeah, put a thumbs up, Rick James says. Even though you haven't contributed a single quarter to my machine, I respect you, sir, because you have told people about it. So, D, murder with a deadly weapon. That's heavy. He won't see the light of day if he's convicted. That's the fact. He'll get 60 more years. He'll be 120 when he walks. But he'll probably be, he'll probably get time off, probably get good behavior, probably walk a dog, probably play yoga, play chess in the day room, checkers and spades, in the cell, have his commissary stocked up. If that is in fact the case, I'm not saying he's definitely going, he has a long way to go before any prosecution or conviction or anything like that. But I was just reading the stories about how he was connected with Leslie Puff, like I said earlier, had $1 million hit on Tupac. Now, what does that do for Puffy? What does that do for Puff Daddy? What does that say for him? Does he have any connections to this issue? Should he have the steel bracelets of justice wrapped around his hands, his wrists? I just want to know. You tell me. Because Keefe D, you can't. It's a true point. Innocent until proven guilty. But Keefe D, like I said, he's pump faking. He's jumping back and forth, like saying, like kind of like OJ, like if I did it, or it's like, what do you mean if you did it? Like, come on now, and that must be his goal. And just switching on to OJ now, his goal is to, of course, find the killers of uh, his wife and her friend. So I think that with Keefe D's case, it's more on Kareem TV. All right. Kareem TV on the check-in. Kareem TV. I think Kareem TV has given me money in the past. I can't remember. I'm trying to remember, but today is a new day, sir. Don't call me brother, please. Please don't call me brother. We're not into that. We're not talking about brother. I will give you an age when you give me at least $10 or $20. I appreciate it. Respect today's goal. $65. I'm taking It's a busy Friday. Now I'm down to one. Hey, I know there's more than one person in here. This is how weird YouTube's algorithm is. They show one person is in here. I know more than one person is definitely in here. I know that's a fact. Now it's 0. Okay, yeah. It was up to 10. Now it's down to 0. And Chelsea got with her glasses on and talking. Rick James just said something. Kareem TV was in here. It's so goofy. It's very goofy. You believe so too, Chelsea says. Okay. I say, innocent before, innocent until proven guilty. You watching that too? Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. It's weird. But Keefe D, he's not out of here. They don't got him. He'll probably get out on bail. He'll probably be out. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Murder charges, you don't usually get out on bail. You don't usually get out on bail. Depends on where the I think it's in California. I think that's where he is. No, he's in Nevada. Pardon me, excuse me. He's in Nevada. That's where Keefe D lives. And the prosecutors announced this. Chief Deputy District Attorney Mark Diacomo, excuse me, messing up my Irish names now. And they might put a hit out on me. It's just saying the name wrong of an attorney. Problem is, it's still sloppy police work because it's been this long. Exactly. That's a good point, Chelsea, with your glasses on. I'm not just saying that because you gave me money, but thanks for the money. But that's a good point. And we do have disagreements here and there, but you still pay me. I appreciate that. But no, that's a fact. 27 years? 27 years? And they were looking for shell casings and Toshiba laptops, and after 27 years, and he was damn near, eating cornballs and cheese balls, laughing it up with Vlad TV, with DJ Vlad, saying, yeah, if it was today, it'd have been solved in 30 seconds. It'd have been solved in a half an hour, 30 minutes, a half an hour. Because of the cell phones, you got the chip in your hand, you got the chip in your forehead, stuff like that. Come on, man. Like, I don't want to laugh because it's a situation, but It just is goofy. Keefe D is just like he's just like to tell on himself, but he's not telling on himself. He's like going in, but I'm like I don't want to go too far. I tiptoe a little bit. Oh no, I'm all right. But they have him on that. They have him on the murder with a deadly weapon, which is a very serious charge. Nevada still has the death penalty, but I can make 100% sure about that real quick. Give me a moment. Does Nevada have? Yes, Nevada has the death penalty. It has actually not carried out an execution since April 26, 2006. A sentence of death is reserved for individuals convicted of murder involving aggravating circumstances. Was Tupac's death an aggravating circumstance? I don't even know what that means. Somebody explain that to my slow ass. Please, please give me the information what that means. Aggravating? Is that like you choking somebody out, or driving a, a nail through their eyelids or something like that? Or that reminds me of, hi kids, want to stick nails in your eyelids? All right. I'll get a copyright strike, so I better stop. But you know, yeah, aggravate I understand means angry, but in a legal sense, I think it means something totally different. I mean, I think it means something elevated beyond just the definition, that you'll see on the dictionary. I think in a law standpoint, law view, it's a different understanding. Okay, that makes sense. Rick James. It means attack based on anger. Okay, so my question is, was uh was he mad? Was Keefe D mad? Was he angry? And how do you even adjudicate that? How do you even make that into a judicial or a law based idea? How do you say, oh, he was angry and he did it out of anger? Oh my God. How do you even make sense of that? How do you even make that reality? I don't know. I have no idea. That's weird. And like I said, just 5 minutes ago, they gave out the reason why murder with a deadly weapon. Okay, Chelsea with the glasses on with the information. Example of that is lack of remorse or obvious. I know what you meant. Obvious ungratefulness. Okay, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. How many people are in your viewership count? I have one person. I know there's two people at least. There's Chelsea with her glasses on and Rick James chiming in. There's two people at least. Now it's two people. Now she says one, and now it's back to two people. It's so goofy. I don't even know if I had 10 people. I probably had only three. But Keefe D, man, just he's up in age. That's why and especially for hip hop. Oh my God, in hip hop years he's 236. Hip hop, if you're 17 and a half, you're almost you're old. If you're 21, you're ancient. If you're 25, you got one foot in the grave already. That's how hip hop goes. If you're starting to be a rapper at 40, I say go for it. If you got the rhymes, if you got the talent and the ability, go for it. But it's no telling if you're going to be signed to anybody. You're going to have to continue with your SoundCloud apps and work that job at Hertz or Estes, or I never understood how to pronounce that name. Is it Estes, Este, Estes, the trucking company? Like Cuckoo Cow. Anybody seen Cuckoo Cow story? Great story. I can't remember what streaming. Look for it on whatever streaming account it is. Great story. Sad story, but I'm saying it was totally great. You know how he had that one song, "My Projects," my projects. He had that one like half a hit banger, in the streets, but he said, a lot of frustrations and different things happened to him and befell him, and he couldn't get back on top. Look at that. Chelsea with the glasses on says 2 Chainz didn't catch his break until he was 40 years old. Facts. He's been grinding ever since. He was grinding. He was with Play the Circle. He was with Lil Wayne on the song, and he didn't blow up until he changed his name. Changed his name from Titty Boy to 2 Chainz. It's like, oh snap! Oh, he's hot. He's banging. He's doing it. He's doing his thing. He's popping and shaking, and moving in the field. That's just weird. But that Cuckoo Cow story, whew. And this is what I've been saying. What Mr. Troy Star's been saying. Get a job. Get these jobs. Better than rappers. If you got a job working for a trucking company, you're better than probably 60% of other rappers. Maybe more, 70, 85% of other rappers. Yeah, they may have millions, but they got a lot more headaches and stress than you. And they have a lot more problems, probably with accountants and lawyers and stuff like that, gathering funds. And you get insurance, you get health care, you get a pension. There's no healthcare insurance and pensions in hip hop. You just have to sell records and sell stream and get streaming. That's the thing. I have completely gone off the track. But I was just thinking about that. That just bothered me a little bit. But Keefe D, arrested on murder with a deadly weapon charge for an incident which occurred over 27 years ago. That is sincere. That is serious. And he's been dry snitching on himself for the past at least decade. Did I do it? I mean, I knew him. I was talking to him, and he was you. If it was today, they would have solved that case in 30 minutes. They'd have had that done. They'd wrapped it up. Because we were talking about the chip. We were talking about the chip in the hand. We were talking or in your head. That phone is your chip. He told on himself right there talking about phones. That's what they did in July. They raided the place, found the cell phones and the hard drive and the CDs and the Pokeball. What? The Toshiba laptop, the purple laptop. Come on, man. Seriously? He should have just turned himself in 27 years ago. Instead of, he stressed out the whole situation until it got to that point where he couldn't face reality. He couldn't face the truth. It was looking him right in the mirror, looking him right dead in his face. He couldn't face it. He couldn't figure it out. So they said, you know what? We'll help you out. We'll put the cold steel bracelets of justice around your wrists, and we're going to take you in. Now he probably has a lawyer lined up. I'm sure he's got all his lineup of attorneys and people that will be working on his case. I'm sure of that. I'm sure he has that. There's no question in my mind that he's got that all lined up. But this is this case seems like it will be solved with Keefe D, and he'll probably break whoever who killed Biggie, because there was, like I said, there was alleged ties to Puff Daddy. Yeah. Chelsea with her glasses on says, hope he saved them Vlad checks. Yeah. He's going to need it for a legal team. He's going to need to get them, what we call in the hater sphere, small hats. He's definitely going to need a few small hats working with him. The late great Paul Mooney said, when blacks and the small hats get together, it's something serious. It's something that, a force to be reckoned with, essentially. We don't black people in small hats don't play around. And I shouldn't just say black people with small hats because there are black people that are small hats. Look at Shine. That's an example. But yeah, hope he has that money. Hope he has that money. I'm not saying he. I don't want to count his pockets. I don't know what his pockets are, but I don't think they run that deep. I don't think he runs that deep. I'm not trying to count him, but I'm just saying he's gonna need all the firepower he can get because that's a heavy charge. That just not even multiple accounts that so far, just this one account. I don't know that song, Korean TV, and that's your free space. Yeah, so all of that being said, he he's gotta recoup from this. He gotta repent. He's gotta fall to his knees and the Father and say, Father, in the name of the blood, in the name of the Spirit. Yeah. Korean TV. Tupac is known all over the world. He's popping in Nigeria, Japan, Oslo, Buenos Aires, Panama. He's popping all over the world. No, I saw the documentary that I saw about Tupac. Um, was it Resurrection? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Is it Resurrection Tupac documentary? Uh, it almost. I ain't gonna lie. I almost like I had a lump in my throat because it was just such an amazing display of how many people his lines, his rhymes had touched. People all over the world. People in Egypt, people in China, people well not all China, but some places in China, Hong Kong and stuff like that. Um and in Israel. He just made that much of an impact all over the globe. He had Shakespearean uh tendencies. He had Shakespearean understanding. Korean TV says, I felt he was like my God. It sounds weird, but I had a picture of him on my wall. Well, a lot of people have pictures of him on the wall. It's not that weird. I don't like people on the wall. I like quotes on my wall. That's pretty cool. And blankets. That's about it. But if you got people on your wall, that's not weird. That's just showing that you have appreciation for them. Mr. Troy Star Terrain had pictures of Kiss and Planet of the Apes and stuff like that. And his dad comes in into the room and said, "You got a lot of crackers on the wall, boy." Oh man. Oh snaps. Oh Chelsea's got the emojis. Oh man, I hate emoji. I only like the thumbs up and salute. That's the only two really I like. Unless you're speaking. If you speak and then have the emoji, then I get an understanding. So has pictures of mammies all over, I'm sure. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. I highly doubt that, highly doubt that. But Keefe D, I'm trying to get to the latest news. AP usually is up to the minute, up to the second. Because this is the first arrest. The first arrest in the murder. This is what's wrong with AP though. They get stuff wrong in the urban department. They put KEFFE instead of KEEFED. So you gotta be careful, AP. By Rio Yamat and Ken Ritter. Updated just almost just 5 minutes ago. Here's a quote. Duane Keefe D. Davis has long been known to investigators and has himself admitted in interviews and in his 2019 tell-all memoir, Compton Street Legend, that he was in the Cadillac from which the gunfire erupted during the September 1996 drive-by shooting. Shakur was 25 when he was killed. So then they gave a lengthy discussion about the brawl that happened after the fight. Here's what Clark County District Judge Jerry Weiss, I want to make sure I get that right, denied Davis bail. So yeah, I was about to say they're probably going to deny him bail for that, for deadly weapon in a murder case. It has often been said that justice, quote, it has often been said that justice delayed is justice denied. Attorney District Steve Wolfson said after the hearing in a brief comment to AP. In this case, justice has been delayed, but justice won't be denied. Yes, stand on that. Oh, you're laughing with me? Okay, see, I'm stupid. I'm slow. I don't know. I'm looking at the. It looks like there's like a mask on, but I can see now it's a hand. It looks weird from sitting back here. But I see now that it's Chelsea with her glasses on. I'm talking to. I understand now. See, I'm slow. I'm stupid. I need things broken down to me in a slow way. Yeah, and this just goes on with my own idea of the deaths of Biggie of Tupac and Biggie. I said they allegedly arranged their own deaths. That they were so consumed with death. They were so preoccupied by death. What was Biggie's first album? What was it? What was it called? Anybody tell me before I say it? What was the name of Biggie's first album? Anybody in the chat room? You can go ahead. Let me know what Biggie's first album was. I'll give you 5 seconds. Carded? No. Carter? No. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready to Die. J. Kane, welcome to the party. I'm accepting 10s and 20s. He had an album called Ready to Die. He had cuts and lyrics saying he doesn't want to go to heaven with all the goody goodies. He wants to go to hell wearing black Tims and hoodies. Then he cuts an album called Life After Death. Come on. Then Pac, especially, he made a whole video about him being killed and the fact that he would go to heaven and have, talking to these people. He had a song called Thug's Mansion. On the song Changes, he has a premonitory idea of how he would be killed. Coming back after all these years, rat tat 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 tat. That's the way it is. Come on. They did not enjoy their living. They did not enjoy life. They had a penchant for death and dying. And I'm just saying this is alleged to me. This is all conjecture from me. This is my own personal statement that I never heard anyone else say. I think they arranged their own deaths. Yes, I do. Now, depending on who did it and how they did it, that's a totally different story. A Scott. Okay, I found the song. It's called "Glasses Malone." Tupac must die. And Machiavelli, yes. By any, yes. What did Machiavelli? His Machiavellian idea was the ends justify the means. That was a Machiavellian idealism. It tells the story where Tupac dies. Okay, I did not know that, but thank you for that. Yeah, so Keefe D, getting back on track with that. I'm looking at daily update or minute by minute updates. All these updates on here because they're going by the minute. And like I said, Keefe D or Davis is 60 years old. In his memoir, quote, this is a quote from the AP. David Davis said he was in the front passenger seat of the Cadillac and had slipped the gun used in the killing into the back seat from where he said the shots were fired. Davis implicated his nephew, Orlando Baby Lane Anderson, saying he was one of the two people in the back seat. Anderson, a known rival of Shakur, had been involved in a casino brawl with the rapper shortly before the shooting. After the casino brawl, Mr. Davis formulated a plan to exact revenge upon Mr. Knight and Mr. Shakur, and his nephew's defense, DiGiacomo said. Anderson died 2 years later. He denied any involvement, as I think what they wanted to say, in Shakur's death. Close quote. That just goes to show you. That just goes to show you the fact that I appreciate that. Thank you, Kareem. See, that's what I do. That's why I ask for money. But you can't see it, but in the comment section it says facts, Sky. Great breakdown, Sky. I appreciate that. See, I do the research. I know how to do. It's not just open up the article, copy paste, and then get on the mic. No, I look at the article. I go to other sites. I look at videos. I listen to audio. I try to make it a complete session for us to exchange ideas. So I appreciate that, and that's why I ask for money. If I was just a bum, I'd be like, "Woo! We just gonna have a good time. We gonna have. I'm not gonna ask for a dime. I'm just gonna get on this mic and run my mouth. No, I'm running my mouth because I'm serious about it. This is business. This isn't play time. This isn't cute. This is business. My business. And everything is tax free. That's why I don't care if I'm gonna support yourself. I like your comment. Where are you from? Good question, Kareem TV. You know what? I'll give you an extra bonus. I'll give you a bonus square. I'm from Newark, Delaware, the home of the haters. I live 26 minutes away from the president of the United States House, so I can pay him a visit. My dad shook hands with him in the 70s. Yeah, very nice. I grew up I'm in the suburbs right now. Grew up in the beautiful suburbs of Newark, Delaware. And that's one of the reasons I can relate to Short Star Terrain so much because I moved in the Massachusetts. I was in the white ghetto, if that's possible. I mean, the word ghetto comes from actually from the small hats idea, and they actually created that word. But for other people, it's like that's just black people. That's just the urban areas, but not necessarily. Not the same. But like I was saying, I went to Lowell, Massachusetts. If you look that up, type in "high on Crack Street." They cleaned it up when I got there for the most part, but there's still pimps out there selling, their wares. The women walking up and down the street. There's still drug transactions outside my window. But the key thing was you had to mind your own business. It was very sketchy. You had to mind your own business. If you minded your own business, then you could be all right. And that's what I was. I was all right because I didn't call anybody. I didn't say anything. I just kept it moving after work. I would go into my apartment and I just lounge, and that was it. High ceilings on the apartment too. It was beautiful. I loved it. It was great. Under $1,000. Shoot, it was wonderful. But I had to come back home. Had to get back to the Delaware which I came. Oh, I appreciate that. That I like. There's a discussion going on in the live chat, going back and forth. One person has paid me today. The other person has not. I'm not going to say who, but he knows who he is. That's what I need, and that's the thing too. I need trolls. I think Keefe D was a troll, or is a troll right now. He trolled himself. I'm sorry to say, but 27 years. Now you want to come out because you got cancer? You got scared. He got, oh, I got it's serious. I got to get this stuff to order in order. I gotta get this right. Me going before the pearly gates. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see if I can get my name on the list. I want to see if St. Peter open up the gates for me. It's like 27 years though, my nigga. Seriously, 27 years. I'm not even gonna blame law enforcement for that. That's easy to say. Oh, well, they just took too long. They should have did more investigative work and that's true too. There was sloppy police work on their end. That is true. They didn't do a lot of digging and understanding what was going on. But with Keefe D, it just means that he had more room and more opportunity to be a criminal. Not saying that he was. He hasn't been convicted. Don't get me wrong. He's still innocent until proven guilty. But it's not looking good. That's all I'm going to say. It's not looking good for him. So it doesn't even seem like he will be the one to die. Yes, that's true, Chelsea, with her glasses on. Everybody want to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. That is facts. That's why I say there is no heaven and there is no hell. And why concern yourself with either one when you have the idea of being your own person in reality on this earth and how we're exploring different planets? We're exploring the moon. That's all I can say about that point. Oh, but we had a great show today. There's still time left, but I'm just saying, I had most people I had on here in a long time. I appreciate everybody that came through. I'm not signing off just yet, but I just want to make that clear. I will be signing off in a few moments, but I definitely appreciate it. I appreciate that, Cream TV. I do my work. I do my homework. I get hatred. There was one guy, I can't remember his name. It was like Fifth. He's like, all you do is just go on. You read an article and you just go on and you say whatever you want to say. I was like, look, I study, I research, I do whatever time. This was just a breaking news story today, and I was able to gather enough information and have my own ideas based on it. I just told you that I think that they were both, that both murders were self generated, allegedly. I don't want to say, as that's a exact statement, but I just wanted to say that could be a possibility. They did not value life in terms of their art. I mean, I'm not saying it should be admissible to the courts, because art shouldn't be admissible to the judicial system. But I'm saying that their idealism, their ideology, their philosophies were geared towards dying. That's the sad truth. Hey, but it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. I had the most people in here was 10. I haven't had 10 viewers in weeks. So I appreciate you. I thank you for all your dollars. Thank you, Baja Jackson, and thank you, Chelsea with her glasses on. Two different Jacksons. I will never, well, I won't say never, but I will do my very best to not confuse either one of you ever again. I appreciate your dollars. I appreciate the fact that we had Kareem TV in here. We had Rick James in here. We had uh who else do we have? Jay Kane. We had Noodle Man. We had 707 saying it backwards. I appreciate all of you. So thank you very much. I'll be I might speak something tomorrow. We'll see what the we'll definitely see what the different ideas will be. And thank you for watching. Take care.